Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lord Exsus, and I want to welcome you all back to the Final Fantasy VII Remake Let's Play. Now, in the last episode, we managed to get some menial side quests cleared up in the Sector 5 slums. However, due to time constraints and a small interruption on my part, I had to end the video after about an hour. It's usually the length of time I do my videos for. However, I ended it early. I planned to do actually all of the side quests all in one go, but the video got split into this video because of that. Secondly, I messed up at the beginning of the video again, and I gave you guys the wrong episode number when I talked at the beginning. So going forward, because apparently I don't know what day of the week it is or what episode of a video game I'm on, I'm going to leave out talking about exactly what episode number I'm on in these intros, and that'll just be given in the title and the description of the clip instead on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, yeah, we cleared up some side quests. We're going to get back into date and hopefully, goddamn, hopefully finish the rest. So with that being said, and without further ado, I'm ready to get in. I hope you're ready to join me. Let's do this thing, guys. Okay, and back into Chapter 8, Budding Bodyguard. Okay guys, and of course, this is where I left you. As always, I rejoin exactly where I left you guys in the game and left myself, because that's where I saved. Simple. Okay, so let's have a little look. So I know one thing we do need to do is go and see Chadley and hand in my last intel for this area, battle intel. Okay, we have a verified hero, weapons on a rampage to do, and then there's two more, which I do know what these are. But what we'll do is we'll go and see Chadley first, and then we'll carry on from there. Okay, moving on.
Hi there, cute little doggy.
That's what's called easy money.
Hello, Chadley. I've been waiting to see you, fella.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Okay, and what have you developed, sir? You have developed synergy materia. This materia caused me some problems in my own playthroughs. Specifically because I must be stupid, because I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'm not reading it properly, but I'm not 100% sure how exactly it works. So, allows an ally to follow the leader's attack command with an attack from linked materia. So that's obviously me being stupid. Surely we need more than one synergy materia linked to one of those elements there. So, fire, ice, lightning, wind, or poison. So we need two synergy, right? One on each of the characters. And then the person you're controlling, the character you're controlling, you cast, say, fire. And then if someone else has fire linked to a synergy materia, I'm assuming it's linked, because I haven't seen it non-linked and ever work, to also a fire materia. If they have the correct amount of ATB and MP, they will also cast fire. I'm assuming that's how it works. I have never seen this work. Maybe I'm just that bad a player. But anyway, we're going to buy the synergy materia. We'll always know when we talk to Chadley exactly what materias he has just developed, because they'll always only cost 100 gil. Thanks, Chadley.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
I know you do, Chadley, I know you do. And I'll continue to try and disappoint you. Although, to be fair,
Ever since he heard about what happened.
considering my first playthrough, I didn't actually achieve this, and your second playthrough onwards will be a chapter select playthrough, so a new game plus. In all but the actual name, New Game Plus. in my first playthrough, I didn't get all 9 done by this point. For us, in this playthrough, it's been lucky, rather than something I've consciously done. But going forward, hopefully, we manage to get all the other bits done. Okay, we're going through here quickly, because I think this is where one of the quests is.
Now that things are starting to settle down a bit, we can finally play Whack-A-Box again. It's all thanks to you. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this tired-looking guy out by the community center, and I heard he was looking for some help.
Okay, so the tired-looking guy out by the community center is that quest it just activated. It's called the Angel of the Slums. We'll deal with that momentarily. And our favourite guy, Moggy, is over there. I really need to get some more Moogle medals because I'd like to get the other 2 manuscripts before leaving here. Which automatically applies, so I can deal with them. But first we're going to do some Whack-A-Box, because this is actually a quest. I don't know whether it matters whether you pass on the best mark. I do have both trophies for this, which I think... I can't remember what the... One's called Whack-A-Box Wonderkin. I can't remember what the other one's called, but I have both of them. I might not be able to do it this time. Let's see.
Oh, hey, Cloud. You're just in time for our favorite game, Whack-A-Box. You want in? It's super fun. The rules are easy. The person who whacks the most boxes is crowned champion of the hideout. We usually don't let adults play, but since you're cool, we're gonna make a special exception just for you.
Thank you. And, of course, you got the participation prize, Moogle medal. 30,000, 20,000, and 10,000 scores. So, Spectral Cogwheel, a Crescent Moon Charm, and an Elixir. I'm going to do it. I might have to change the sword if I want to get the 30,000, because this Whack-A-Box game limits you to, I think it's 2 special moves, and I think one of the special moves is whatever, or one of the abilities, sorry, Cloud's abilities, is the one that belongs to that sword, I think. I can't actually remember. Anyway, yeah, I want to play a game. So, the basic rules. Destroy as many boxes as possible within the time limit. Each box will add to your score. And once the time meter reaches 0, the game is over. Reach the target score to win. Yeah, so it makes sense. As you can see, the weapons, the boxes have different durability based on whatever. So we have, I got that time box, extra 10 seconds. So we have current score of 4,000. Okay, let's have a look at abilities. So yes, Focus Thrust is one of the abilities. So I don't think I'm going to be getting the 30,000 here, because breaking through these guys is actually hard work. There we go. Come on, Cloud. So I probably need to change the sword in order to get that. Beautiful. Okay, we've got another 1,500 one here. Okay, let's use Braver twice over. Although to pass this challenge you only need 10,000, which I now have. I'd like 30,000, but I'm not too bothered whether I don't get it. Cool, cool. There is a time box behind here.
So long.
Oh, missed that. Critical miss. And again. Oh, I suck so bad. You see, usually at this part you would have something along the lines of like triple slash. You'd equip the correct weapon for it. Oh, I managed to hit it without using it. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. That's a bit of a cheap shot from me. Focus Thrust. And again. Oh, God. I can't get round it. Okay, so we're done, guys. So we got like 1,500. And we're done. Okay, so we got past the target score, which the quest requires.
Holy cow! You crushed it! See? Pretty fun, right? Play with us again, Kay?
Okay, fantastic. So we got a Moogle medal as well, which we needed. We need some more of them,
It
really.
feels good to help people out, doesn't it?
Eh,
You having fun yet?
heaps.
Then you can't be afraid to show it more. Don't forget, it's all about service and salesmanship.
I'll leave that to you.
All right, but don't think you can rely on me forever, mister.
Wasn't planning to.
That's good. 'Cause I command a very good salary.
Says the lovely, lovely girl that sells flowers for a couple of gil at a time. Okay, fantastic. I don't really care right now about getting the spectral cogwheel, which is the 30,000 prize, or even the 20,000. So we'll move on from here, because I don't want to waste time doing it. Again, if I change my weapon, I assume I could use triple slash, and that would be a lot easier. A lot easier, guys. Anyway, if we go into quests, that is now cleared, which is a verified hero. So we have 2 more right now, the Angel of the Slums and Weapons on a Rampage. So the Angel of the Slums we're not going to do quite yet. We're going to go to Weapons on a Rampage. And there's also one more. If I'm... Well, I know I'm correct, there's one more. I just can't remember exactly what it is right now. So Weapons on a Rampage is over this way. And this potentially could hand out ass to us a little.
Hey! Any mercs around?
Yes, sir.
Shinra weapons are on the rampage. 5 of them, like floating eyeballs. I saw them wander off into the scrap, but if they come back into town, it'd be a disaster. We need someone who's willing and able to fight.
Sure hope not.
I'll handle it.
You will? Oh man, you're the best! I could hear them shouting intruder detected or some other nonsense when they floated off. Be careful, they look dangerous.
So, do you think this means another war's coming?
Okay, intruder detected. So we've got to go back into the scrap.
One of my
So that's fine. And I have just remembered what the last quest is. But that's also fine. We'll go and find out what these Shinra monsters are. And again, this music's awesome. No, we got ourselves an antidote. Always handy. And there we go. Intruder alert indeed. So that is a different variant of the mono drive enemy from the beginning of the game. Much bigger. Very blue. Okay, so this guy went this way. Oh, we got ourselves some gorges. Okay, and I believe the mono drives went down this way. Well, indeed they did. All 3 of these guys, there's 5 in total.
Punch through.
Oh, okay, so he's off. Cloud, target someone else, goddammit.
Let's do this. Floppy.
Nice counter there. Okay, let's go for the triple slash. Not you, you'll do.
Anytime
Go
now.
on!
Try me.
Okay, so Aerith is having a problem, so we're gonna get her on some spells.
This is gonna hurt.
Try me.
Okay, and we'll get Cloud on a triple slash.
I see you.
Stay back!
Okay, time to go over to Aerith. I'm going to use Sorcerer's Storm on all of them.
I'd keep my distance if I were you.
Ooh. That guy hit me right there. Abilities triple slash again.
That'll do. I see you.
One more shot!
Gotta be careful.
Okay, so Cloud needs to use Cura on himself. We'll switch to Aerith.
Here goes.
Okay, we're going to use Arcane Ward on Aerith.
It's your turn.
My turn. I see you. It's over. Anytime. That's that.
Okay, so that's one of them gone. Both these guys seem to have immunity.
Anytime now. Gotcha.
Unfortunately, the counter when they jump up in the air from being in the ground doesn't actually quite hit them.
Get him!
Get ready.
Okay, and we can switch over to Aerith. She actually has only the base spells of all three, of all two spells.
This is gonna hurt.
Beautiful.
Glad that's over.
Me too. Me too, Aerith. I'm very glad that's over. So, I didn't use Assess. God damn it. I really need to be doing that more. Although, those guys are tricky. As you guys saw, they had immunity to physical 1 minute with their barrier or shell or whatever they want to call it. And then they had immunity to magic from Aerith at other times. They're very problematic because they switch between those two phases. Although Cloud did get damaged quite badly at one point, it's probably important to know, and probably a good thing to note from me to you guys, is that was really smooth. Despite what you think, that was actually really smooth. I've had, especially in a harder difficulty, I've had a hard time with those guys. Okay, so Twilight Valley. It says these guys are down to the left here, I'm assuming. And perhaps they are. Just better make sure that this could be down on the floor or it could be in this direction. Actually, it might be worth... let's just get Aerith up. Doing a multi-cure here. Beautiful. Thank you, Aerith. It says the goal's back there, but I'm not so sure myself. Because I think that's just where you enter the area to begin with.
We could all
And I was right.
go on.
Okay.
Just go away. Hey.
Oh, you got me. Okay.
You're burning up.
Anytime now.
Okay, let's lose a triple slash. Till it changes to its... Ooh, that was a nice counter by Cloud there. And we'll use a Thundara on this guy.
That's
Try
it.
me.
Here it comes. This one's
Till he lets his guard down. Nice.
I see you.
Come at me, bro. Oh, I totally missed. Got me a little bit there, but it doesn't matter.
Anytime now.
And for the last ability, we'll actually use Assess. Let's get this guy. Okay, so Mark II Mono Drive, in this case Mono Drive B, modified version of the Mono Drive. Not only did these creations survive the Mako Reactor 5 explosion, whoops, the Mako spill caused them to grow in both size and strength. Yeah, their weakness is actually Aero, which I don't think I have on my characters at the moment. We'll use spells, we'll use fire.
Get fired up!
Oh no, they're immune to that right now. Or it's immune to that right now. Okay, so now it won't be, I think.
Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do.
Spells, fire, do it. Beautiful, Aerith. And we are going to return to the scared man, because I don't particularly want to have to run all the way back, so let's do that thing.
According to officials who are involved
Another
with the
war is
ongoing
coming soon.
investigation.
Okay, so we're back here. Let's talk to this geezer.
I heard. You got them all, right? Robots from the reactor getting lost in the slums. Must be because of the explosion up top, huh? They must have thought they were protecting the reactor and figured I was trespassing on their turf or something.
Maybe.
Almost feel sorry for them, getting all lost and confused like that. Oh, what am I saying? Man or machine? Shinra bitches get what they deserve.
Now hold on.
Anyway, I think it's safe to say our work here is finished. If you're ever in the market for a Merc again, remember, you can count on Cloud.
Sure. And sorry about putting this on you all of a sudden. I'm really glad you were willing to help out, though. Thanks again. Actually, while you're here, I've got another favor to ask. There's this old guy who hangs out in front of the weapons shop.
There we
I
go.
need your help. Would you mind talking to him?
Cool, so we got a pair of protective boots for our trouble. Also, our mana and health is full. Let's just look at the protective boots quickly. So if we go down from power wrist guards, what do the protective boots offer? We become immune to slow and stop. That's very handy. Not right now, but that is a very handy item. You can also buy them later. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, let's go on to our quests. So we have 2 more. Both of them, as far as I'm concerned, are close to equal difficulty. Paying respects is a little bit easier, so we're going to go for Angel of the Slums first. To go for Angel of the Slums, we go around this way. We could have gone around the other way as well, it doesn't really matter.
It'd be great if they asked.
I don't think I know you. You don't look like... Go for it!
Because the guy's actually over here.
So I can read it.
It's this gentleman.
Let's jump! I bet you didn't know.
You wouldn't happen to be a certain Merc that's become the talk of the town?
Yep.
I'm Damon. Little more than a humble reporter with the Daily Buzz.
That rag? The one that's always printing awful rumors about the slums?
On the contrary, my dear.
Sounds like
We strive to
Shinra.
raise awareness of the plight of our undercity brethren. We seek a better future for everyone, rich and poor. Now then, my friends, I find myself in need of your exceptional services for a trifling matter. Are you familiar with the mysterious and notorious bandit known as the Angel of the Slums? She delivers written declarations to her victims, usually Shinra associates, before divesting
Of course.
them of their valuables.
Everyone knows her. Everything she steals, she gives to the poor and needy.
Yes, she's got a knack for public relations. Very popular down here as a result. Nevertheless, she is a criminal and a threat to the public order. I've made it my mission to unmask the villain, but the locals have been uncooperative and uncommunicative, to put it mildly.
I wonder why.
Now that my identity as a reporter has been exposed, my sources have all deserted me. Which brings me to you, the Merc of the Hour, and the man who will serve up my scoop.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of helping you, to be honest, chap, and I don't care. You clearly have allegiance to Shinra and the rich and go against the poor. That's why you're marking her as a criminal. She does amazing things, and if it's against at least the very wealthy, she does the whole Robin Hood thing. then that's cool by me. But anyway, we're going to do this quest regardless. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going back on my word immediately. Let's talk to some people in here.
Why, hello! What is it? The guardian angel of the slums? Such a mysterious figure. Always talked about, but never seen by anyone.
The angel gets in and out without being noticed and always leaves a calling card. Maybe a magician.
No, it's no magic trick. It's genuine magic. Rumor has it that the angel is a witch.
If we're going by rumors, then I've heard that it's actually a monster in disguise.
Well, I could talk all day about the dozens of stories I've heard.
Okay, ladies, you need to calm down. So, we have got one additional character that wasn't here before. Ooh, a chest. Let me get a chest first. Let's just rob from these poor elderly people. Avala Celeris. I'll discuss what that is momentarily. In fact, no, we'll do that now. So, inventory. Because I can't actually remember what it is. Celeris. It's haste potion. It's haste potion. A lot of the item names and quite a few of the enemy names have been changed. A lot of it is for good reason. The original game had a lot of mistranslation errors. Like, it was insane how badly it was mistranslated. I guess that was a sign of the times. I mean, Aerith, Ares, or Eris. Yeah, stuff like that. I guess they couldn't afford good translators, and I don't know. But a lot of the item names weren't mistranslated. They've just changed them to, I guess, make more sense. But then again, you didn't necessarily need to. This is just my brief thoughts on this. You didn't necessarily need to. Of course, you've given it, I guess, a brand name now, Celeris. But you still have High Potion, Mega Potion, Ether, and stuff like that. Why not just still call it Haste Potion or Haste Tonic? I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but I thought I'd point it out. Okay, so you look very different from everyone else. So you're clearly someone we've got to talk to.
Good to see you again, Murray.
Good to see you too, Aerith.
Murray.
Heard you found yourself a funny new friend.
Cloud, meet Mireille. She knows everything there is to know about the slums. Mireille, meet Cloud. He's a former soldier and super strong.
He looks useful enough. The kids have been talking about you. The defender of the secret hideout. And now the hero of the Leaf House is helping the Daily Buzz look for the angel of the slums.
I am?
I'm a lover of the whispered word. Not that it's any real secret, considering how chatty the Shinra Mutt's been.
Not looking into it for the reporter. I'm doing it for myself. Call it curiosity, whatever.
Or could it be you've fallen under the angel's spell like so many others? Anyway, it so happens that I have some information for you. But I'll need a moment before I can give it to you. Why don't you wait with that reporter of yours?
Young man, are you a soldier?
Everyone's good.
I am, sir. Or Cloud is, sir. Ex-soldier, actually. Everyone can tell because they seem to just stare directly into Cloud's eyes. Everyone has the hots for Cloud. Okay, so we've got to go and wait over here with this guy. And then Mireille, so I pronounced it wrong, Mireille will talk to us.
So, any news?
Have you tried talking to Mireille at all? She told us that she had some information to share.
Mireille, as in the Mireille? The town gossip? I chased her for days begging for info, but she wouldn't give up a single scrap. So how'd you get the old bird to talk?
This old bird had a change of heart, that's all.
Then quickly, before you have another, tell us, what do you know about the notorious angel of the slums? Has she struck again? Is that it?
I don't know anything about that, but I do know where her hideout is.
Her base of operations? Now that's a scoop! Where is it? Tell me!
Deep in the scrap, at Lookout Point. Hardly anyone goes out there these days. It's the perfect place for a criminal to hole up.
Lookout Point. Got it! I'll check it out right now.
But before you go, I should warn you about this rumor I heard. About a terrible fiend that's claimed the Angel's hideout as its lair.
Oh!
Quite large, lots of teeth, always hungry. I don't know about you, but I'd not go anywhere near that thing.
Well, a good reporter knows never to take foolish risks. Plan first, then act. That's every respectable journalist motto.
If it's a plan you're looking for, I'd say you have one right here. Wouldn't you?
So, my good mercenary, if I might impose upon you again, it would be lovely if you investigated Lookout Point for me.
Okay, so I guess this is what we're gonna do. Again, Shinra press lapdog shows how cowardly this guy is, but we're gonna go do that thing.
With those days of war and death behind, but I won't let us move on.
So we need to make our way back into the scrap. And we're going to go to a place I said to you guys earlier was not somewhere we wanted to go right now because there was nothing there at that point. If I bring up the map and we zoom out, Angel of the Slums, and it's way over here. That's not actually that far, to be fair, but around here is a dead end, but it's not a dead end. It has a ladder, sorry. And I stopped and did not go up there on our way through here with Aerith. We're going to go there now. That guy just say, how exactly do you know Aerith? Dude, don't even get me started because you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe that I fell through the roof of a church from the upper plate, which is probably nearly a mile above us. Like, it's ridiculous. The fact that I'm alive is insane. Okay, before we move forward, let's look at Cloud. Cloud does have lightning material on. Aerith has ice and fire, right? Okay, we are going to change to fire just for now. Not to that. To just a 0 lightning. The more material we can level up and get mastered, the better. And we're more than likely to run across a few of the normal enemies during this, during our little getting to our location sort of thing. I can't remember if we actually do, but sounds about right. Oh, and here we go.
Seriously? It's over.
So Aerith is actually being munched on as we speak. Thunder. There we go. Let's free her from that.
Let's go.
Yeah, in order to free a bound ally, you do have to... I think it's a decent amount of damage, like X amount, or maybe it's a critical hit, or maybe it's a heavy hit. I'm not 100% sure on that. The game does explain it to you. As usual, I refuse to listen. Okay, so this is where I took you guys before, and I stopped here, turned back. At the time, there was nothing here. The ladder was here, but there was nothing up here. Now, we actually have something to go see. Hello, big boy. So, Mireille wasn't wrong.
Trust me, I'm focused.
Nope. Oh. Wow, I managed to teleport through him. Cloud is a beast. Nope. No. Don't want it. Okay, spells. Let's go for Thundara.
Keep it together.
I'm coming.
Buzz off.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Cloud. You ran into it. Why did you run into it? Okay, abilities, Arcane Ward.
You can do it.
We'll switch over to Cloud. Nope, don't want any of your poison. Okay, so we should assess this guy first. The Crowmogger. So, an autonomous robot discarded by Shinra as part of its self-repair protocol. It used nearby scrap material to repair its body. It knocks down foes by swinging its arm with a wrecking ball attached. Because of course it does.
Get ready.
Okay, we're going to use abilities. We're actually going to cure Cloud because he straight up just ran into that bullshit.
Feeling good.
Okay, Aerith can now use Thunder.
Why don't you lead the way?
Cloud, don't hit the wrecking ball. It does nothing.
No holding back.
Shit.
Oh, ran into that. Shouldn't have done that.
Get him!
Nope. Oh, got my shit clapped. Okay.
Here it comes.
Okay, let's try again. Okay. Aerith, why did you not dodge or block it? Okay. She can use Cure on herself while Cloud gets to work.
Come on.
Get him!
Get ready.
Come on, fella. Come on, big lad.
That's
That's it.
Okay, triple slash should work nicely. And focus thrust.
Try this.
One more shot!
So this guy's a brute. His health, you guys can see it, right? Aerith, you're gonna need to fuck off right now because he's gonna absolutely wreck your day. And of course we are silenced, so that's no bueno. We'll use Soul Drain. So we'll see what Soul Drain does right here.
Can you take over for a bit?
Anytime now.
Get him!
Oh, absolutely wrecked. Wrecked by the Skullcracker. And I'm also silenced, that's no bueno. We use a high potion on Cloud. Switch over to Aerith. Aerith, get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, we need to get out of the way of that as well. And use the Sorcerer's Storm.
I'm backing off a bit.
Okay, so we've acquired Sorcerer's Storm.
Tagging out.
Cloud, seriously, mate. Okay, so we're going to help Cura on Cloud. Just keeping him alive seems to be a bit of an issue. He has...
Go on.
Cloud seems to have suicidal tendencies right now. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Give this guy the run around. Because I need to hit from here and I need to use Thundara.
Calling lightning.
That didn't hit Aerith too badly. We'll use Thundara again.
Get him!
There. Let's do this. It's on now.
Okay, Aerith, you can use Sorcerer's Storm.
Hey, you asked for it.
Okay, let's use some triple slash. And again, this could be a by the numbers fight. For me, it's not because I'm useless, but oh, like so, just absolutely get wrecked.
Don't overdo
it. Let's use Thunder on this guy.
Jittery? Okay. Ouch!
Ah, that interrupted me.
Why can't I?
Of course it is.
Hang back.
That's much better.
Missed. Okay, and this hopefully will do it.
That's that.
Not quite. And there we go. The Crow Mogger is defeated.
Okay then. Guess we should look around.
Okay, so that was more of a battle of attrition. I had nothing that was particularly effective there. I probably didn't read what its weaknesses or stagger point was well enough in its description. It doesn't matter. We got through. We got absolutely pounded. The computer AI, the character AI, that was fucking god awful as well. Anyway, we're here for this.
The guardian angel of the slums will collect your offering on behalf of the poor.
This must be one of her calling cards.
I don't see anything else interesting. Let's head back and tell him what we found.
Okay, so just for sheer convenience, we're going to head back to our portal with the teleport. Okay, let's talk to this fella.
I can't believe it! You found one of her calling cards!
I did.
This is the genuine article, I'm sure of it. Pinned by the angel herself!
So this is one of her famous warnings.
It's an incredible find! Oh, was that all?
Hold on. Looks like there's something else. A message. To the nosy Shinra reporter sniffing around, I was planning to teach you a lesson you would never forget. However, by the grace of your mercenary friend, you were spared that lesson. But next time he might not be around to save you. You would be wise to watch your step.
Not just a message from the angel, a warning.
If the Merc here hadn't bailed you out, that fiend in the scrap would have ripped you to shreds. Sorry about that, friend. Here I was, just trying to help you out. But instead, my kindness almost got you violently killed.
Now. No harm, no foul, right?
Shut the fuck up.
I hope this narrowly...
No harm, no foul to you.
...discourage you from sharing information with me in the future.
Hey, everybody! The angel left another calling card! She's gonna rip off Don Corneo!
It's about damn time!
Don Corneo's no easy mark. I can't wait to see how this goes down.
Excuse me, I'm a reporter for the Daily Buzz and...
So much for my reward.
Here, why don't you take this? Oh, and no need to thank me. Let's just say it slipped out of that reporter's pocket. Can't call it theft if you're just claiming what you're owed. Am I right? Well done, Mr. Merc. You certainly lived up to your reputation.
Well, thank you for that. I wondered if I was going to get paid, and it did pay off. Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll see some more of you later. Okay. Okay, so quest-wise, we literally have paying respects. So let's go back to the central square area where we were earlier.
Aerith, drop by anytime.
The emergency shelters in sectors 1.
Okay, so here's where we need to be. And we need to talk to this gentleman.
Oh, I know you. You must be that mercenary. I have a problem. It's the anniversary of my wife's death, and I wanted to visit her grave. But I can't because some creatures have turned the graveyard into their nest. Could you do me a favor and go there in my stead? She shouldn't be alone today.
It'll cost you.
That's fine, that's fine. The graveyard's right by the head of the river. But I heard they put a new gate in recently to replace the old broken one. Now that those creatures have moved in, I'm sure it's locked up tight.
Didn't we buy a graveyard key off Moggy? I think we did.
We did in fact, Aerith, we did in fact, and that is the reason I bought it. Because I could not guarantee, even with its very low price, that I'd have enough Moogle medals by the time we got to this point. So buy things first, especially important things. I did so in my very first playthrough because I was like, graveyard key. I haven't been near a graveyard, I don't know what that is. But if there's a literal key that's to go to somewhere, why wouldn't I buy it? It's clearly important. So yeah. That should be obvious to anyone that's ever played a role-playing game at all, let alone a Final Fantasy game. Okay, and for this, I'm going to go to materia, go back to Aerith and change her back to her fire materia. Awesome things. Good to have as many elements on you as possible, of course, always. And as you can see from behind that gate, they're not exactly hiding it. The graveyard is through here, where I tried to come when me and Aerith very first came through this way. Beautiful.
Now that's just me.
No holding back.
So, Venomantis. So, we're going to use Assess.
Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do.
So, Venomantis, a subspecies of the grass strike that is marked with a yellow and black patterning on its carapace. It is also armed with highly potent poison. So just a slightly different grass strike. Harder one. Okay. So we're going to use Arcane Ward on Aerith. We're going to go back to Cloud. Ow! Should have seen that coming.
Get ready.
Come at me, bro. Okay, triple slash it is then. Oh, that's because I came out into attack. I'm not keeping an eye on my surroundings. There we go. There's the counter. Oh no, Cloud is a little bit dazed right now. Let's use Sorcerer's Storm.
Off a bit. You can do it.
Come on, Cloud. Oh, he's asleep. Cloud is asleep. He's a sleepy boy.
Tagging out.
That's it, Cloud. Oh, you getting shit on, Cloud. Probably best to cure yourself up a bit.
Here goes.
Okay, Aerith spells. You can use just Blizzard on that guy.
Chili, you've got this.
All right.
Nice stagger. And we'll use Braver. Ah, managed to get hit. Another cure, Cloud.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, let's use some more spells. Blizzard. We'll use it on that guy.
You're still doing okay, right?
We'll try and take down one at a time, guys. I could work on the others, but... Cloud's asleep again. What sort of bullshit is this? Okay, let's finish off the one that's nearly dead.
Chili?
Beautiful. Okay, fantastic things. Another triple slash from Cloud.
You're mine.
Wow, that guy just pure pushed me out the way.
It's over.
Okay, let's see what we can do here.
You're done.
Nice, and we have the limit break. We can hit cross slash with Cloud, and let's do this thing.
One more shot.
Beautifully done, guys.
This must be it. Hey, you want to say a prayer too?
No thanks. I think you've got it covered.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So when I say beautifully done, I mean it was beautifully finished. It wasn't beautifully done. I was pretty messy. Yeah, I should have had the ice element, Blizzard equipped to Cloud Sword, and the element. But I kind of knew, I did know that they're weak to ice, but you can't always know going forward. So I was fine playing it that way. Anyway, let's return to the old man.
Looking for a new weapon?
Okay, hello fella. We have done what you requested of us.
I'm really grateful for what you did. Here's your reward. I owe him a lot, maybe more than I can ever repay. And now I owe you a lot too. I know it's not much, but I hope it makes up for it a little bit.
We paid our respects to your wife, and we took care of those creatures.
Oh, that's such a relief to hear. I can't tell you how much it was weighing on my mind. I was beginning to think I might never be able to visit her grave again. With my bad back and my legs, my whole body's a mess, frankly. I didn't think I could make it past the creatures. But I was prepared to die trying, and then you two came along. Still, I've got to face facts. Creatures or no, I can't keep making these trips.
Don't say that.
This is the graveyard key. Run it back to Moggy.
But I just told you about my legs.
Why don't you just give it back?
Okay. It'll cost you 5,000 gil, though.
5,000?
It's always money with you people. Fine. I won't ask you for anything else. I'll take your damned key and give it to the boy. It's downright depressing. What is the world coming to these days?
So if this is misconstrued, and it could be,
We probably ought to call it a day.
let's let these two talk first.
You've been working so hard you lost track of time.
Had to. The pay sucked.
Because they didn't know if you were worth it yet. But now they do. Come on, let's go home.
Okay, so that's a nice little bit. You kind of get that in every hub area. You saw it with Tifa. You get that at a point where it's basically like, okay, you've done everything that can be done, more or less. Let's go back. Let's get back on main quest, main mission. So yeah, what I was gonna say before is that can be misconstrued. Cloud seemed to be being a big asshole there, when in fact he's saying to this guy, you know, I don't care how bad your legs are, go give that key back. You really should never go to that graveyard again. I don't want to see your name appear in the obituaries of a newspaper. It's nice that you want to go and be with your wife, but it's not worth dying for it. That's what I took from that, and I think other people took from that as well. Cloud's making out he's an arsehole because he doesn't want people to be like, oh, he cares. At least that's what I saw. I could be wrong. I could be reading it wrong. Cloud could just be being an absolute penis. But, see, anyway, materia and equipment. Let's go to Aerith. Not that. And see if the studded bracer does any better. It does not. Yeah, the studded bracer is just 2 slots. It does have a decent defense. A very decent defense against this one. And a decent magic defense as well. But we lose 1 materia slot. And this is one thing I do like about this. They have slotted out all of the accessories and stuff, but at the same time, it is still making you think, Jesus, is that worth losing, say, a slot? Is it worth losing these stats? 40 defense is good. 40 defense would be really nice on her, but I'm a big materia whore, guys. I'm not even going to lie about it. I am a massive materia whore. Before we carry on, we're going to go to equipment. And we're going to have a look down here. Okay. As of right now, I need to quickly look at the weapon shop.
People are talking about you. You've got one hell of a reputation.
Sup. Okay. In that case, I'm fine. I was looking for a particular item for the next fight, because it's going to cause me some issues, potentially. But, hey, potentially will, potentially won't. We are full of mana and HP, and we're going to move on. Okay, so we have successfully done everything in the area. So, Chapter 8, Budding Bodyguard, all 6 side quests are clear. Everything's done. Everything is done for Chadley as well, which is nice. Which is nice. We have nothing else to do, and as far as I know, I haven't got anything else to do here or collect. I am alright, thank you, lady. I thought I'd talk to you because it came up. Okay. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Sup? It's our boy Rude!
Hello, Aerith.
What do you want?
Haven't seen him before. He your new boy toy?
He's my bodyguard, if you must know.
Wait a minute. Those eyes. Is he the one who beat up Reno?
And what if I am?
Need to cross my T's, dot my I's, that's all.
Cloud, leave him be. Rude's not a bad person, really.
No, I'm not bad. But like it or not, I sometimes have to do bad things. Don't take it personal.
You Turks are all the same. All bark, no bite.
You're one to talk.
And here we go against Rude. No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get pretty fucked up here.
Going down.
Because he has so many unblockable attacks. And so many close-up bullshit like that, but he's so goddamn cool. And he just threw me into Aerith. Come on, Rude. Oh, you're a fucking haymaker, man.
Try me.
Nope. See, how is that dodgeable? I had a friend that told me they dodged that with ease. How? How did you do it? You're a liar.
Come on, then.
See, I get my shit clapped by Rude every time. Come on, Aerith, help me out here.
Let's try that again.
No. And that's the item I was looking for. Rude has a move called Sweet Dreams, right?
First class.
Ow, lots of punches to the face. Yeah, Rude has a move called Sweet Dreams. Oh, that haymaker's reach. Seriously, let's use Fundara, and Aerith, you can help me out here.
Okay.
If you want.
I'm
Oh.
All right.
Well, that really sucks.
Yeah, so this is oh, finally we got a counter ability off.
Get him!
Nice. Aerith, Cloud could do with a Cura thing, can you?
Shit!
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, Rude is just full out badass. So, nice, he's been staggered. Abilities, focus thrust while we're in here. Ooh, nice. The glasses!
So, you had enough yet?
No, I don't believe that I have.
Okay, so come on, Rude is swanky as fuck. Oh yeah, I just let myself get hit by that.
It's my job.
It's all part of the plan, guys. All part of the plan.
And think about changing.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. How I don't remember all of his moves by now and remember not to stay in Punisher mode because I'm so shit. See, I tried to dodge that. It didn't work. Oh, Rude. Just fuck off.
You don't know me.
Just don't. There it is. And with that, we're going to hit the cross-slash limit break. Sorry, Rude, but you deserved it. Let's have a triple slash in there as well.
Oh.
And another one for good measure.
Try me. Let's do this.
Oh. So we managed to pound Rude for some damage there, but
No holding.
No, but this is self-defense.
nope. Oh. Okay. Time for Aerith to. She only has Cura that can be used at a second level of magic. Oh, you can fuck off with your spirit. You could fuck off with your spirit, guys, but Aerith, use maybe Soul Drain?
Bring it. No holding back.
Okay, let's have some Brave on Rude.
Brace yourself.
Oh, I managed to get him. Nice. Okay, Rude. Sorry, buddy. I think it's going to be over with triple splash.
Try me.
And we're done. One hit extra.
Please, just leave us alone.
You know I can't do that.
Hey there, partner. I'm sure you're having the time of your life, but we're needed on standby for a job. Something about Sector 7. So get your ass...
Rude's mannerisms, guys.
Understood.
Got somewhere else to be?
Apparently so. Go home and stay there.
You know I can't do that.
Ah, so awesome. The little bit of bants between us and the Turks. And I love Rude's mannerisms. He is a cool guy. He is a cool guy. Now, apart from that being a cool as fuck fight and being a little bit hard on me because I'm a bitch when it comes to that fight, I've never learned to do that fight any better than what happened there, and I'm talking about a new game plus hard mode as well. Apart from, like I said during the fight, I had items that stopped me being able to be put to sleep. Luckily, he mainly used it on Aerith. I think he used it on both characters in all modes if you push him far enough or push him fast enough. But yeah, the one thing you guys would notice, and I've literally forgot about it for this whole hour, and that's my bad, is if we go to material and equipment, we have the nail bat that I got at the very end of the last episode. It is, as far as I'm concerned, the worst weapon in the game. But I do want disorder from it. So, going forward, I won't equip it right this second, because as you can also see, we're going to have to put some materia slots on it. Because look at that shit, there's no materia slots on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of here. We're going to go to upgrade weapons, and we're going to see what we can put on the nail bat. 3 cores. An additional materia slot here. An additional materia slot here. An additional materia slot here. So we have 3. We have 3, which technically means, yeah, there's nothing extra here or here. This means that technically the elemental materia, if I leave that on, will not be connected to the lightning materia. That's fine. That's fine. It does do a lot in terms of crit damage. And we're going to go for a max HP. Let's look at these other places. Enhanced attack. Desperate striker. Critical rate, 50% boost with low HP. We'll take that. And we'll go for desperate physical defense. I'm going to equip this as we move on. We have 3 materia slots, which is what we need, because the Buster Sword actually has 4. Jesus. I'm literally just going to use Disorder again and again and again in order to get that move. As soon as I'm out of there, I'm out of there. We don't need to put it on just yet, but I really hate the fucking nail bat. It's like the worst weapon. I fucking despise it. I'm just not about it at all. So that's probably why subconsciously I just blacked it out and was like, just before that last fight, I realised, even just before getting to Rude, and I was like, oh, I'm not fighting him with that. I'm not doing it. So anyway, yeah, that's how that thing goes. Let's go back.
Wait a sec.
Okay, I guess we're going this way then.
So, you coming?
Yeah. This is our discovery for the end of the chapter. I'm guessing if we did not... Again, I have not done quests before for certain reasons on multiple playthroughs of this game. I'm not going to tell you what they are now, because that will spoil it for anyone that hasn't. But as far as I can remember, discoveries at the end of chapters only happen if you've completed all of the side quests. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. Ooh, materia!
You talking to the...
Shh. So, yeah. It was that kind of day. Let's go. Shouldn't keep Mom waiting.
Hey. What'd they say?
Good work today, guys. Kidding. They didn't say a word. But, you know... never mind. It's not like you'd believe me after all.
Probably not. Tell me anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
It won't be much longer now. The flowers, they have something important to tell us. Something they need to share with us. At least, that's the feeling I get. But before they can, there's a final step that has to be taken. Otherwise, we won't hear them. Maybe I should just give up. Honestly, it's what I do best.
Could have fooled me. From what I've seen, you're no quitter.
Well, today's special. That's why I've been working my butt off.
What's so special about it?
Okay, time to go.
Learn to talk to her.
Did the flowers say anything?
Good work today, guys?
That's the spirit.
Okay, so Discovery cleared the language of flowers. Let's get on materia, and then I want to discuss. So we got some MP up materia. That's awesome. We're going to need that. Nice free MP up materia. Fantastic. We're going to need as many of them as possible. So this scene here. This scene here is reminiscent of something from the original Final Fantasy for me. And the whole game's reminiscent and nostalgic and everything, right? For those who played the original Final Fantasy VII. But this scene in particular, I feel like Square had to give Cloud more character development during this section of the game because the Final Fantasy VII Remake is only part one of several parts. It is only Midgar. So for him to be an absolute asshole for the whole first game or first part of what is going to be the remake doesn't make as much sense. And we see that here. We see it before this where he's softening up with Tifa. But this scene actually reminds me more of the original because in the original and here as well, even though we see a tiny bit of softening and a tiny bit of character development with Cloud before this point in time, this scene, him saying to the flowers, learn to talk to her, whether that's him saying that to flowers or him pretending the flowers are saying it to him, which seems less likely, unless he's hearing something none of us know. The scene where he's saying to the flowers, learn to talk to her, and actually wanting to hear what he believes is absolute nonsense, where she's like, no, but I believe they are trying to say something to us. I think they are, and they will try to tell us before the end. This is quintessentially the original Final Fantasy VII, because this is what you see in Cloud after he meets Aerith, regardless of how childish she can be, or how holier-than-thou she can be, or mature, and any of the spectrum in between. The moment Cloud Strife meets Aerith Gainsborough in the original Final Fantasy VII, that's the catalyst. Something in him begins to change. And you only notice it a little bit to begin with. But as the course of the game moves on, she is the reason, initially, he begins to change. Whether she is canonically the one who Cloud falls in love with, whether anyone else is, whatever else happens, regardless of how you perceive it, it's when he first properly starts talking to Aerith, properly spends some time with her, that he begins to change. Or he sees things, remembers things, notices things in a different light. Anyway, that's my 2 pennies worth on the situation. Let's move on, shall we? Getting a bit too deep and a bit too heavy with the lore there, guys. Okay, we got that MP up material. We beat the shit out of Rude, which was awesome. Let's see what Elmira has to say.
You're heading in already?
Of course. We're going to have some of your mum's awesome food, I thought.
Yeah, that's enough for one day.
Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Sorry. We got a little sidetracked.
Dinner's ready, in case you're wondering.
Ah, great.
Oh, she's pissed off.
But before we sit down, I want you to make up the guest room.
Gotcha. Take a load off, okay?
Yeah, Elmira's angry.
Judging by those eyes, I'm guessing you're a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
I hate to ask, but would you leave tonight without any fuss, no questions? You boys made a trade, a normal life, for power. You can't have it both ways.
I'm back!
Good. Now, I hope you're hungry.
Starving, right?
Oh yeah, Aerith knows. She doesn't know what, but she knows something happened there.
I've never been so proud.
Cloud's mom!
The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose.
Wow, Cloud's mum is every mum ever.
Perfect type for you, I'd say.
But I do have to say, straight out of the bat, she's a good-looking woman. And also, you can't see because of the subtitles, and I'm sure you guys knew this before, but her name's Claudia. Or Claudia. But it's Claudia.
Don't want to overstay my welcome.
No, Cloud. No, we don't. So Aerith has left the party, and the main quest is now called The Price of Strength. So, it's another thing I wanted to go through here, and it was first kind of mentioned upon. I mean, it's been subtly hinted at throughout the game already, but it was mainly sort of mentioned on first. Probably when we fought Roach. People sort of suggesting that fucking these guys are crazy. That guy specifically is crazy. But then President Shinra mentioned the cell degradation of soldier candidates or operators. And not Claudia, Elmira's just mentioned it as well. That we made a trade, a normal life for power. Or soldier members made a trade, a normal life for power. This is something I'm glad they're kind of starting to emphasize more on. People that join Soldier, these guys that manage to push themselves this far and then receive the rewards of being bathed in Mako and becoming, in theory, super soldiers, they aren't normal. These aren't normal people. This is something that should, to a degree, be feared and be treated with suspicion because you did make the trade. You wanted this, and wanting it was bizarre enough, even if they were considered heroes by Shinra propaganda. But actually becoming it, in theory, you've become, I wouldn't say godlike, you've become more than human, or less than human, depending on how you look at that. And I'm glad this keeps getting brought up, because it was noted in the original game, but it was never, like, extensively pushed upon until things like Crisis Core were like, you do know Soldier's pretty fucking weird, right? Reno mentions it when he says, oh, well, you've got the eyes of a soldier, and then you tell him you're first class, and he's like, don't bullshit me. And then there's obviously reasons for that will become apparent to those of you that don't already know. And then when Aerith offers you the date, he goes, well, well, he doesn't say fucking, but he's like, you're weird enough to be one. Like, that's a direct thing saying that even the Turks know soldier guys are weird, right? So that's the thing. I'm glad Elmira made that a little bit more prominent. Okay, so we've got to get out of here without letting Aerith hear us. So here we go. Try to sneak out of the house without letting Aerith spot you. Be careful not to bump into objects. They're pretty shitty about this because they put that right there in front of you. So we've got to actually walk this way immediately. Keep looking at the ground. Try not to. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit dodgy by me. I might knock into something my first time through this. That's the only thing. Come on, Cloud. The only thing I didn't fuck up on my first time on the playthrough was actually walking through here. I actually got it first time. Watch me fuck it up now. Like, when did all these things appear in front of the door and out here on the landing? Oh, we done it. We done it. Okay, fantastic.
You're leaving?
So, how do I get to Sector 7?
It's simple enough. Just cut through Sector 6. It isn't exactly safe, but you should be okay, seeing as you're a soldier.
Was one.
Promise me, you'll never talk to Aerith again. Please.
You got it.
Thank you.
I don't blame Elmira either, because regardless of how trivial it seems to Aerith, and I say it's trivial, it doesn't seem that trivial at the end of Crisis Core. It seems quite important, but in the original 7, she makes her relationship with a previous soldier out to be trivial. They didn't have necessarily the writing at the time, and they weren't thinking about it quite that deeply. But clearly it wasn't trivial. And at the end of Crisis Core, I believe, which is canon as far as I'm concerned for this game and the other game, Aerith does show an exact response to seeing that person or feeling that person die. So that broke her heart. Whether in this universe or the original Final Fantasy VII's canon that stands, who knows? Because as far as we know, that she didn't necessarily know that. But Elmira doesn't want her daughter to get hurt anymore. She loves her, and someone's been in her life before and done that. So you can see why.
I'm sorry.
And that's what else you get from Elmira. Okay, let's make our way back to Sector 7. This place has a massively different feel at night. Like a very solemn, sort of almost abandoned feel. Almost abandoned, not quite. As you can see here.
If it isn't the new florist, I appreciate you helping the kids out today. Thank you. They won't stop talking about the soldier who saved the day. Oh, and make sure to give my thanks to Aerith, too.
Sure.
Sure, I'm absolutely going to lie to your face, because I'm never going to see her again. So there's a few old fellas out here.
Who knew talking to the kids about the past would make me feel so sentimental?
Yes, who knew talking about your glory days would make you feel sentimental? Yeah. So yeah, there's still people out and about, but it's pretty late at night now. I don't know why one of the ladies from the school is out and about, but hey, we're moving on. We're sneaking out of town. There's a few people. You look pissed off, or just depressed, fella. Yeah, maybe. The TV's up here. There's no news being displayed. No one's out here. The weapon shop guy's still open. We're not going there right now. We're going to leave, so we're going out this way, somewhere I haven't shown you guys before, because there was no need to come down here during the day. There's a Chocobo station, or Chocobo stable sign here. These will become prevalent later. Anyway, let's get out of here. Oh, snap.
Well, look who it is. Talk about a coincidence.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Why?
Because I'm not sick of you yet.
Lead on, then.
With pleasure. Cloud? Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so something very, very different there as we enter Chapter 9, The Town That Never Sleeps. And that is the reason I didn't do that at the start of the next chapter, because there was a little bit of fuzz on Cloud's head then. There was something going on. He was seeing something, maybe feeling something, and we saw Cloud cry. There's only a single tear, but he felt something as Aerith was walking away. He doesn't know what. We don't know what. But there was something. So that's insane. That is something that never happened in the original, and I don't believe ever would have done that is displaying something to us. I don't know what it's displaying to us, in all honesty, but Cloud saw or felt something then. Aerith even came back to say, are you okay? He didn't want to know. He just turned around. He's like, no, nothing's wrong. But that's intense. That's nuts. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have run well over time. I've got to end the video here. So it is what it is. We have cleared Chapter 8 finally. And we are now moving on to Chapter 9, The Town That Never Sleeps. In the next episode, I will put that nail bat on. And God forbid, I'll have to use that a little bit and get my arse slapped around. But then again, that's kind of part and parcel for my Let's Plays that I've been going recently. Every time I think I'm going to do bad, I do amazing. Every time I think I'm going to do amazing, I absolutely get shit on. However, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, because I have very much enjoyed doing this episode and playing this game in general. As usual, I have been your host, Lord Exsus, and I'll see you guys in the next video in a bit.